What I've been working on for the last 2.5 years is a barbecue invention, and it's basically what I said, my whole basis for my financial freedom. It's what I want. So much of all is for a company to come and buy this invention from me so I can, do everything I want and buy my house and my property in Tennessee and my big black truck and become a big cowboy with a big hat and travel the world and own a beach house in Florida and an island in the Exumas in the Bahamas. And I want love, and I want to meet a beautiful girl, help a girl, and there's so many things I want to do, and it's this one thing that I love for this to come to me.
All right, so you heard his words, and it was fun, wasn't it? And a lot of it sounded really wonderful, and you did get on a somewhat positive rampage there for a little bit, following the negative rampage.
I could keep going on the positive.
We know that you can, but let's chew on this just a little bit. This is going to be really helpful to everyone, because your point of attraction is your mixture of vibrations, and an easier way to say that is it's how you perceive your life to be. So you don't say anything. We're just going to ask our friends just for a moment. As you heard that, even not remembering so much what came before it, but as you heard this last, what he wants relative to his barbecue invention and expansion, does he feel to you as if he is perceiving it the way he wants it to be? You heard all the words, but sometimes you use the words to try to make something happen that you don't feel is happening. Now we're just going to cut right to it. You, through life, have put a whole lot of things in your vortex. Prosperity, all of the things that you were describing there, all those good things, relationship, loving relationship, uplifting another uplifting you, coming together in co-creation, fantastic abundance and prosperity and an empire and the freedom to explore the world in all of the ways that you want to do it. You've put all of it there, not just now, but over time, and a lot of it even recently. So it's all there. It's all there as a vibrational reality, and your inner being is all over it. Your inner being is a perfect vibrational match to it, a perfect vibrational match to it. Can you feel how, when you were describing what you want, it was in an effort to be a vibrational match to it, but that somehow in the very effort of wanting to be the vibrational match to all the things that you wanted, you were actually activating the very resistance that's been the only thing that's keeping you from it anyway? Could you feel it? In an easy way to understand it, it's called trying too hard, or it's faking it till you make it, which isn't exactly what we mean, but sort of kind of. But now think about what we were talking about before. Think about the vortex. Think about the receptive mode. Think about satisfaction. And so now we're just going to ask you, first time that we have processed this in just this way. We want all of you in on this, and you too, of course. So in that rampaging, we just want to ask you this simple question: how much true satisfaction was happening in the moment? How really satisfied were you? Or were you dissatisfied on your way to satisfaction? Because they could feel that your comments were coming from not being where you want to be, but sure talking about where you want to be. Yeah, you sure were talking about where you want to be from a place of not being there. And when you remember that the universe is taking you at your now vibration, then what you're emanating was not satisfaction. Therefore, it was not receptive mode. Therefore, it was trying to overcome perceptions in a way that never overcomes them with words. A lot of people offer a lot of affirmations, and often we are asked, is offering an affirmation a good thing? We really think it is. Lots of decks of affirmation cards out there on the product tables. In other words, beautiful pictures and wonderful words. But if you sit and even look through those beautiful decks of cards, some on prosperity, some on physical well-being, every subject that is important to you, relationships, they're all out there. But if you sit and look through those decks of cards that have been particularly culled from everything that we've said about those subjects, that are kissed and blessed with the spirit of source energy, if you sit and look through them from your place of loneliness, from your place of dissatisfaction, from your place of not having what you want, all they do is antagonize you. which is why people walk out of your seminars and why you didn't want to listen to our recordings. Doesn't matter how much well-being there is, and oh, there's a vortex full of it there for you. You heard that, didn't you? So it is really as simple as this. You don't have to find the how or the way to the financial backing or all of the things that you think are necessary before this thing really kicks into high gear, because you've already created it and the universe has already figured out the path for that. All you have to do is not be in the way of the path, which means all you have to do, now you've done all the work. You did all the work in step one. Did we tell you about step one? Step one's when you're living the contrast, and that's when you launch the rocket, and that's when you throw it into the vortex. You did all of the work in step one. You do 100% of your creating, close to it, in step one. Source does the rest. Law of attraction does the rest. Then all you've got to do, oh, you created it. Oh, you want it in your experience. Oh, there's the rub. Abraham, how do I get the money out of the vortex and into my bank account? You do that by being satisfied now. So can you think about that barbecue contraption and experience in its current state and feel satisfaction? Or are there too many unanswered questions for you to feel satisfied? So our question to you is thinking about that barbecue the path of least resistance for you to get into a state of satisfaction, which is the only thing that matters? We didn't say satisfaction about the barbecue. We said satisfaction. We didn't say satisfaction about the girlfriend. We said satisfaction. Can you find anything in this world that you could focus upon, or any way to not focus at all if you can't find anything in the world to focus upon? In other words, if you could find satisfaction, we wouldn't teach meditation, but you can't. You're too full of too many thoughts that too many people have put into your head. You're under the influence of too many opinions that don't let you let in what you want. So that's why meditation is so powerful. When you quiet your mind, you find satisfaction. And you know how we know? Because when you're not thinking about stuff that is unsatisfying, you feel satisfaction. And when you're meditating and not thinking about stuff, then your vibration rises to that place of vibrational satisfaction.